Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, right now is sending loads of people to Atiku Abubakar. Atiku, please, let this slide. Let this come to an end. I am having sleepless night. Atiku Abubakar is holding Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, on his jugular vein. Yes, Atiku is holding Bola Ahmed Tinubu right on his neck. And what does that imply? Well, as you all know, a lot of arrows have been shot at Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Some of these arrows are legit, while some are just, out of envy or the normal strive, everyone trying to get something. Bola Ahmed Tinubu used to be a kingmaker. And politics and the streets itself, it is rough. It is rough. Politics, they say, is a murky water, and it can be murkier depending on what region, what country, what continent. Welcome once again to this platform. If you're just coming across it, quickly tap on the subscription button, turn on the notification bell so you will get notified whenever videos such as this are dropped. Bola Ahmed Tinubu obviously is still the president of Nigeria. Yes, the president of Nigeria. The same that came up when he wanted to be governor of Lagos State is the same that came up, and it is still on at this time. Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of Nigeria, claimed that he won the election, although INEC said he came number 2. Peter Obi claimed that he won the election, although INEC said he came number 3. Who won the election? Who won the election? That has been the argument by a lot of Nigerians who are either a member or a lover of one candidate or a party. APC, PDP, Labour Party. Well, Atiku Abubakar decided to go forward, press hard by contacting the United States of America. Do not forget Atiku also had issues. He could not go to the US, but somehow under the government of past president of America, Donald Trump, he was able to pay his way through. I did not use the word bribe. It depends on how you see it. He was able to pay his way through by contributing, which is more or less a way of bribing. But then, when it comes to some certain Western moves, they want to make it look and appear like, this is legal, this is legit, as long as you can, in quotes, whitewash your crime. Anyway, Atiku visited America under a certain kind of visa, a visa that will not permit him to return back and forth. He did that, and still he did not become president of Nigeria. He didn't end up becoming president. So Atiku, knowing fully that he has his own past and he has tried his best, he decided to kind of roughen the pathway, roughen the journey of Bola Ahmed Tinubu by seeking a court in Chicago to release to the public, to release to him, and also to the court, the Supreme Court, where Atiku has decided to take this, election that he claimed he won. He decided to take it after the tribunal. Well, the court called both parties when Atiku said, look, there is no way out. You have to order the university, Chicago State University, to release the educational profile of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please release it. That's it. Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu begged the court, begged the judge, please, no, do not release it. This is going to be, terrible when you release it. If you do this, it is going to create chaos. And I'm kind of drawn back like, wait, let us look at this thing properly. Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu worried? Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu afraid? After all, you have, bragged and said that you are an excellent, student, and that you are a first class. In fact, there are those who say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is extremely, good in the accounting field that he used to be. They said he worked with Mobile. He did some, stint somewhere, in Deloitte, and they've said good and great things about him. Well, it could be that this man has it there, but certificate to prove all of this seems there are some discrepancies. I do not necessarily I'm not necessarily saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not attend the university, as the university say he did. But the problem is the certificate and the discrepancies there. And we've heard stories of how Bola Ahmed Tinubu made use of someone else's identity to go into the US and eventually attend that university. According to some reports, they said he had problems, serious problems, and he had to go through some back way down to Chicago, from the US down to Canada, then he returned back to Chicago and all of that. Now, we even heard from the FBI that there are records of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and it's about 70 or thereabout, like it's 70,000 files on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And one will wonder, one person, wow, the journey that Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to eventually end up becoming president of Nigeria. This is serious. In fact, Raji Fashola, former Lagos State governor, said whenever Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes across opposition and it becomes tense and tough, I know he will surely overcome it. I have seen that this is the pathway of this man. Was he trying to use this or say this to kind of boost the ego of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Well, I do not know. But if you look at the records of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, look at his pathway, look at his journey in life. It's a journey full of intrigues and a lot of dark, unclear skeletons in the cupboard and a lot of terrible things. And, you know, it's a journey. Even how he left his village and ended up in Lagos Island. They say his name is Ahmed from Iragbiji. They say his surname is Shongolere. But today is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today is the president of Nigeria. Now, how did all of this work together and eventually permitted or gave him that chance to become president? I will tell you this for free. It is as a result of the system. System are what makes a country function. And when you talk about systems, we are talking about norms, we are talking about culture, tradition, we are talking about rule of law, we are talking about the mechanism that runs the country, we are talking about equality, we are talking about nepotism, we are talking about, you know, criminality, looting, how people perceive it. Do people embrace criminals because they are from their tribe? A lot of these things form together. A lot of it. In fact, every of these things joined together, working together, is exactly what a country is. That is the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with all of this, could become president. That is the same reason why the past president could become president, even though he had nothing upstairs to offer. Well, I'm not necessarily saying that you should be too intelligent to be president. There are countries where you don't need to be too intelligent to be president. Why? I'll tell you. Because the system has been structured in a way to work in a synchronous manner that even a blind person can be the president. You don't need to. All you have to be is to be upright and be the caretaker, and that's it. You cannot manipulate the system to a point whereby the country will break down. Before you get to that point, the rest of the system, the rest of the structures that have been put together to come about this system will begin to give signs. That's what they call integrity. Look at what happened in the United States when Donald Trump thought America is his own personal business. The system pushed him out, vomited him. When he started coming up with some racial slurs and, you know, tones and all of that, the system vomited him out. Until date, he's still going through it, even though he's pressing to become president again. You see, this is what we need to begin to look at, how to strengthen our system, throw away certain norms. It's okay. And the way we think, how we try to cover up, how we try to appear like we are saints when we are not, how we try to pretend, how we try to cover up because someone is from our tribe, because someone is from our church, because we are pastor of a member who committed crime, and we try to cover it up. The way we operate, I'm talking of both religion and social life, that covers politics also. What are your thoughts about this one? They are begging, yes, they are begging Bola Ahmed Tinubu's team He's sending emissaries, he's sending people to Atiku to please step down. Like, please do not allow this to go up. What do you want? What do you want? You've acquired a lot. What do you still want? Do you want more? Please step this down. Do not proceed on it anymore. They are begging. They are begging him. They are begging him to please stop. Not because there is more that Atiku can do, but this is an embarrassment. This gives Bola Ahmed Tinubu sleepless night. Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.